Most people don't realize this, but the real reason they stay stuck in life isn't because they're lazy or because they lack talent. It's something far more dangerous. From the moment you were born, you were quietly programmed to stay average. The schools you went to, the jobs you were told to chase, even the friends you grew up with, all of it was designed to push you onto a path that was safe, but never truly yours. You were told to sit down, stay quiet, and follow instructions. You were rewarded for obedience, not creativity. And anytime you asked too many questions, took a risk, or tried to stand out, the system punished you. It wasn't an accident, it was training you to never break free. That's why most people spend their entire lives chasing the wrong things. They try to fit into molds that were built to hold them back. They confuse comfort with success and stability with happiness. They waste decades following routines without ever asking the most important questions. Who built these routines? And why am I following them? Think about it. Since day one, you were handed a checklist. Go to school, get good grades, land a job, work hard, and hope for retirement. But here's the harsh truth no one wants to admit. That formula is broken. It was made for a world that doesn't exist anymore. In the past, maybe it brought stability. Today, it guarantees mediocrity, and yet people cling to it. They cling to it because it's predictable, because it's comfortable, because it doesn't force them to question themselves. But that's the real trap. Most people don't fail because they aim too high and miss. They fail because they aim too low and hit. Look around. The majority of people are stuck scrolling endlessly, chasing cheap dopamine, living for the weekend, or waiting for their next paycheck. Their ambition is drained slowly, day after day, without them even noticing. And when someone dares to step out of line, the system calls them reckless, arrogant, or unrealistic, pushing them back into the crowd. But here's the reality that most people are too scared to face. Staying average is no longer safe. In a world that changes faster than ever, where industries collapse overnight, where AI is rewriting the job market, where opportunities vanish in months instead of decades, the middle ground is the most dangerous place to stand. If you're average today, you're already falling behind, and that's why this message matters. The system was never built for your success. It was built for your compliance. It wants you predictable. It wants you replaceable. And unless you break free from that cycle, your future is already written. This video isn't about sugarcoating reality. I'm not going to tell you that staying positive or trusting the process will magically change your life. No, this is about tearing away the mask and exposing the uncomfortable truths, the exact reasons people stay stuck in mediocrity, and the ways you can finally escape it. Because every person who's ever become truly successful, whether in business, art, sports, or life, had to unlearn the rules of average. They had to see through the lies about comfort, money, education, and identity. They had to face the brutal fact that most people will never change. And then they had to decide, stay part of the majority, or step into the uncomfortable unknown where real growth happens. So as you listen, I want you to question everything you've been told. Because the life you're living right now, whether it feels exciting or painfully ordinary, was built on beliefs you didn't even choose. And if you don't break those beliefs, they will own you. But here's the twist. Once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. Once you recognize the trap, you can't pretend it isn't there. And from that moment, you're faced with only two choices. Either you rise, confront the discomfort, and rewrite your life, or you retreat back into the safety of being average, forever knowing you could have been more, but chose not to be. That's why this video matters. Because if you want to understand why so many people never escape mediocrity, and more importantly, how you can break free, you need to hear the truths most people are too afraid to admit. And once you hear them, you'll never see the world the same way again. So let's begin. And before we dive in, if you feel even a spark of truth in what I've just said, then hit that subscribe button right now. Because this isn't just another motivational video. This is the reality check you've been avoiding. And if you're brave enough to keep watching, then you're already one step ahead of the world that wants to keep you average.